We welcome you into the Friday walkthrough. Tony Caridi along with Coach Dwight Wallace getting ready for the home opener. And as you can see in the background, it's a new look Mountaineer Field. A lot of new things as fans make their way in here. West Virginia against Towson. Coach Wallace, a positive performance last week in regard to performance, but obviously you did not get the result, so a loss is a loss. This football game against Towson is one of those opportunities, I think, for West Virginia to repair a lot of the things that they need to tighten up before we head to Maryland next week.
Well, we've talked before, Tony, that often the most improvement in a football team really comes from game one to game two. And I think that's true because I think you get the attention of the players. I think all of a sudden practice means something different. Once you've been out there on the field, you've had a couple hiccups, you need to improve some things. Now you go to work a little differently in practice. And Towson gives us that opportunity. I think our guys are still wanting to prove what they are. They haven't earned an identity yet. And this is a key game for us, and I think we'll be ready to play.
Let's talk a little bit about progression of this offense. So last week they were 3 of 3 in the red zone, but had to settle for some field goals instead of touchdowns. Is that the one thing, getting the ball across the goal line, that you'd like to see?
Well, I heard Coach Holgerson talk about finish, the word finish. And I think he means finish on third down, finish on goal line, finish defensively where we get off the field. I think all those things are real key, and those are probably the 3 areas we really need to emphasize.
And on the other side of things, defensively, West Virginia gave up a lot of yards to a good Alabama team a week ago. You would really like to come out of this one feeling secure about that defense getting stops and getting off the field, especially on third down.
Yeah, and that's going to be the real key. I think the coaches felt they had a good plan. It looked to me like they had a really good plan. And actually, first game execution I thought was good, but I think there were a couple mental errors, maybe more than a couple, that they were disappointed in, that had those not occurred, I think we might have had a little different result. So I think the defensive coaches were working really hard on eliminating the mental errors, but not at all really apologetic for the effort. I think the effort was great. We just have to get rid of a couple mental errors.
Well, it is always fun to play a night game here in Morgantown, especially now with the new digs. We invite you to join us on MSN Radio. It'll be West Virginia against Towson. Kickoff is scheduled for just after 7:30. Along with Coach Dwight Wallace, I'm Tony Caridi here on WVUsports.com.